talking about that damn half show, bro.
Okay,
Well,
we back. Greetings. Welcome back, my padres. I ain't want you to say something you wanted to say live. That's why I cut you off. What you saying, bro?
I said everybody named Ma talking about making a parody or whatever about that halftime show, bro.
Oh yeah, the parody of the halftime show. Yeah, bro. It's it's going up and down with that show, bro. I ain't gonna lie, and it's like it's cool, but I don't want to sound like a hater of cool, but it's cool, but it wasn't like that cool. Like it was a little revolutionary as far as him doing the whole Spanish speaking and everything. I agree with that, but
Mhm.
it wasn't like that. Like you know what I mean? But shout out to it though.
They just trying to clown it, bro. They just trying to clown it, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was good though. Like it was needed. It was great protest music. You feel me? And like we know, like even though I ain't understand the words, I know he was angry. So he still got his point across. You feel me? But people making fun of it, it's just white people trying to make some money off the internet. That's all I can say. You feel me? Shit, we might do a parody.
You go ahead and do that. I see someone did do it with a cartoon now. I did
Nah,
see someone do it with a cartoon too.
we ain't messing with that, man. We staying away from that. That's not our fight. You feel me? And because it makes me mad because I even heard the Black Panthers was talking about they setting up protections for certain areas, so ICE can't come in and they gonna let people know when ICE come into certain schools and I'm like, bro, that's whack. Why that's whack? Because when it comes to black people and what we had going on, you know what I mean? You ain't hear no Black Panthers talking about they gonna do anything to protect black people, bro. When initially that's what your whole thing's supposed to be about. And like, I got a bone to pick with them too because I know certain chapters of them, and it's like, bro, y'all don't deserve the right to call yourself Black Panthers, bro. Straight up, because y'all ain't following what they did back in the day. Y'all ain't building community. You're not building and destroying. You're not building love, honesty, community, integrity, and destroying hate, anger, and stuff like nah. The Black Panther movement was more about our morals and how we gonna be have that self stability. You feel me? To look out for ourselves, to grow our own food, have our own means of technology and own means of everything. That's what made the real Black Panther Party dangerous to the government. You feel me? The reason why y'all still around because y'all not dangerous to nobody. They know y'all just placate and they want to talk about y'all gonna protect immigrants from ICE. Bro, you can't even protect. Come on now. Come on now. I ain't gonna get too mad. But
To the VIP,
right?
VIP, let's take a selfie to the VIP with my
Yeah.
PA.
No, we gonna switch it up for real though. No, for real because you know we on this Epstein stuff a lot because that's the real fight we need to be having, man. We need to find out more about this stuff and let them people come from out the dark, man, because the truth coming out and look, we starting to find out a lot. Like, it was a song, man. The artists they always try to reveal what's going on and what's happening. But a lot of times they cannot reveal it as clearly as they. So they try to put it in their art and their art forms and things of that nature. You see me? But some artists come so close to pretty much putting it out there where it's pretty much easy to see to where the other world got to get rid of them, you know? And that happened with my partner Coolio, man. Now I say partner because I feel like I know him, but I don't even know him through his music. Like I ain't never met him before in real life. You see me? And Coolio did the song called Gangsta's Paradise, or cool. And I know we know about that song, man. That song went around the world. You hear me? And now that we know the stuff that happened with Epstein and the trials and everything and the files that's coming out, and they saying that this song was related to the Epstein, it makes us look differently at this song. You see what I'm saying? So man, we got the song queued up. But what you want to say before we get it popping?
Well, I want to hear it too.
Man, now let's know just to give the Padres a lay down of the situation. Let me share the screen with you. You feel me?
Oh,
I gotta turn the camera on. But basically, it shows you. I mean, knowing that what we know now and everything coming out, it's like okay, now I see what it was talking about, bro. Now I see what it was talking about. So it's like, whoa, they doing the most. They doing the most. Say my choice with this. We gonna play this. We gonna play it, man, and we gonna observe it, man, and see what's going on because Julio, Michael Jackson, Kanye West, they all had songs. We even gonna go to the Kanye West song. Matter of fact, let me get it right now while I'm talking to you. Let me cue that up right now. Get that ready. Cause I want to even see the Kanye West version. You feel me? So that's why they try to make Kanye West crazy. And Kanye West said a long time ago, he's like, "Hey, by them making me crazy, it saved me." You see me? Like by them, saying that I'm crazy and my mind going and all that stuff, it saved me. You see what I'm saying? Because other than that, he would have been like Julio too. It's out of here, you know. And the funny part, the name, I think, it's called Workout Plan. Workout Plan is the what you call it. Hold on, Kanye. We gonna this when Kanye West was really into his activism phase. You know what I mean? But before we get to the Kanye, let's look at the Julio. I don't want y'all to get mixed up, though. You feel me? Let's head to the clip, man. Let me turn it up so they can hear the cool. You feel me? But I did, I heard the song before now. But what I also noticed too when I heard it again, something I never noticed before, is if you listen at the beginning, you hear a baby crying. Damn. You hear a baby crying up cool. That go though, I'm gonna let it play though. So tell me to press pause whenever you want, you know how to do it. You make some noise and I'll press pause. Baby crying.
You want to tell me what this is all about?
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left.
Rastafari. When you start off like that, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And see, we think he talking about hood, man. Come on, man. This man has seen something worse than the hood.
Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying to chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies gonna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangsta's paradise. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangsta's paradise. Keep spending most of their lives living in the gangsta's
mic drop. It wasn't even supposed to, but it say spending all this life living in gangster's paradise. We ain't got to the part yet where he really started to reveal. It's coming soon though. Let's keep rocking.
Me facing, I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be there with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my
We breaking it down, man. Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. Puka. I know I'm breaking it down too much, man. But he's saying he was an educated fool by watching television. Come on, man. Let's move this thing.
hand in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a looped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things are going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most of the night.
Getting to it. We getting to it. Here it comes, Padres. Here it comes now. Because you see, he had to pretty it up. Talking about street life and everything in the beginning. Because you just can't reveal it all like that. All at once. You feel me? You just can't. You got to, you got to make it to where it flows in the art. But when the breakdown, right? When he was like, tell me why can't we? Or why are we so blind to see? You feel me? Watch. Watch. I think I'm gonna go forward a little because I know they probably don't strike me with copyrights. But I don't care. It's paradise. Keep spending most of it. That's why I keep cutting it like that. You know what I mean? Let's see. Now, alright, boom. Let's go. Minute after minute, hour after what? Here it come. This is the verse. Listen.
Power and the money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. Been spending most of the night living in the gangsters. Money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool.
Think about it, oh, cool. We gonna stop right there, Coolio. May you live in power. May you rest in power, bro. But think about it, though, cool. That's why he said, what they cooking in the kitchen, I don't even know. You feel me? See, 'cause everybody got their little piece and bits on how they got to it. You feel me? So it's like, he don't see how they basically came to be. And he's like, they don't understand me. I don't understand them. They can't reach me. So, you know what I mean? And I'm like, interesting, man. Very interesting because this the little clip I seen, on TikTok. And yeah, TikTok, they do a lot of stuff where they, or Instagram, TikTok, I don't know, one of them. But they do a lot of stuff where they like, basically, they can manipulate things. But bro, I don't know, man. After learning this stuff and realize he ain't here no more, it's like, all right, okay. He might have a point here. He might have a point. You feel me? Like this little clip here, man. It's it's the music. It's the music.
Power and the money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. but I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I got my hand on the pump, fool. Been standing most of the night.
And then that one, he said, "That's why I got my hand on the Glock, fool." He even switched it up in the live show. You feel me? Because in the music, it was "I Guess My Life Was Made Out of Love." In the live show, he switched it up, man. Wow, wow, Coolio. Wow, if you like that, man, if you like that. But if a Kudo on mute, you feel me? We finna keep on rocking. You dig? But if we do, we finna stop it. You feel me? But until they do, let's keep on pushing there. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, my podges, man. It's like the people we thought was fighting us down and getting certain things talked about them. Really, it was the people talking about them. That was the problem. It really was the people talking about the whole ownership of all the medias coming together to really create a world where they can easily pull the wool over your eyes and make it seem like, oh, they the problem, but they really not. Because see, certain people is brave enough to really say, hey, I'd rather die than have to, deal with this stuff or not say something when I see something. And, sometimes my partners, I realize I'm like that too. That's why I try not to put myself in certain environments. Because I know once I see it, I can't unsee it. You see what I'm saying? And certain things I'm going to just fight for. Whether it's publicly fighting or privately fighting against it. You feel me? Certain things I'm going to just fight against. Like messing with children, I'm going to fight against that at all costs. Because why? Children are innocent. And never going to stop saying it, man. It's the craziest thing, man. Leave children alone. But Kanye West, man, he came out. We got the clip too from the workout plan. And this song was done years ago. And basically like Kanye West during that time, he was really on this like activism mode and not really, he didn't know enough to be scared. You feel me? Put it like that. He didn't know enough to be afraid for his life and really know how people, because this stuff, Epstein crew and them go deep. Like they could set it up to where mistakes look like they happen. You feel me? Or they don't even, it's so deep they don't even have to do that. They could give you cancer and call it a day. Like that's crazy. You feel me? But let's see what Kanye was talking about, man. The workout plan. You feel me? Let's check it out.
Kanye West, get right for the summer workout tape. And ladies, if you follow these instructions exactly, you might be able to pull you a rapper, an NBA player, man, at least to do with a car. So first of all, we're gonna work on the stomach. Nobody wants a little tight. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get them sit-ups right and tuck your tummy tight and do your crunches like this, kid. Stop, breathe, get up, check your weed. Don't drop the
Wow, this bro.
oh, she's so excited. Tell me who's invited. You, your friends, and mine. What's scary to me? He make girls look like Halle Berry to me. So excuse me, miss, I forgot your name. Thank you, God bless you, good night.
That's it there. Real quick. Real slight. Real quick. Real slight. You feel me? Real quick, real slight. You see that? It says what? Baller party. And this was done years ago. No AI. You feel me? They got Diddy in there. They got Jay-Z in there. They got Bill Gates in there. They got Donald Trump in there. And out of respect, we know who that is. But we know he ain't got nothing to do with nothing, so we not even gonna name his name. Shout out to him. We gonna put respect on his name. You feel me? But that's crazy. Kanye West was basically revealing to the world. And right after this was when Jay-Z got distance from him, kinda. And you started to hear little stuff and everything. Or I think that when, nah, it wasn't yet. Jay-Z was trying to cool off. But that's when all the crazy allegations and stuff started to come out about him, man. You feel me? It's one of them things, man. It's like when you see it, you see it. And you're like, yikes. It is there. In live and living color in the front. You feel me? And, you know, basically, it's surrounded by, like, you know, what are you going to do to basically get what you want out of life? And, you know, a lot of people, but not a lot of people, certain people have heard these sayings that a man may do everything to gain the world and lose his soul. Because, like I said, when we young, we're children, we're innocent. So we come out with purity. We don't know a lot. We don't know how people can do things that's terrible. You see? So it's like, but once you grow up and you know better and you go through certain things, then you got the choice to choose whether you want to be in it or not. And the way this thing is being set up through their capitalism, man, is being set up to where in order to get up to certain ranks in they capitalistic system, they want you to do heinous acts, things that they can use against you. You see? That's why Epstein been doing this for years, man. And look, I'm pretty sure it's at least 10 other Epsteins out there in the world. I ain't gonna say it's thousands of them because why? Epstein was a bad, bad boy. You hear me? Allegedly, from everything we've seen. But other than that, man, like, there's a bunch of people out there who might be doing the same thing you're doing right now in this day and time. Like Aku always says, man, those paganistic rituals, they rarely go away. You feel me? But Aku, I don't know if Aku's still up. But if Aku don't unmute, he's probably working hard. You know, then we're going to keep on rocking there. Because, you know, it's a man named Dan. You know me? And Dan, I just found out about him, like, from this whole Epstein thing and all that stuff. He was the one who was talking about if they find out who's really behind Bitcoin, then Bitcoin will really fall. And I'll be real with you, my padres. Bitcoin is falling. It has dropped a lot, man. And look, I think it's on a little up and up now. It is. It's on a little up and up now. But in the last week, the last month, it dropped 29%, man. In the last month, it dropped 29%. That's a lot. You hear me? It was sitting at 100 or something. Now it's at 68,000. Yeah. And I feel like that's just a slight uptrend, but it's going to drop back down again. Lower to 50,000. Because we found out who put a lot of money into that Bitcoin. Epstein was one of them people, man. And it's like, a lot of humans, we want to build greatness. And we want to build innocent greatness. We don't want to have our names attached to any bad money. And bad money is when you doing rituals to basically put evil spirits and things on this money. You see me? So that's why a lot of people not rocking with the Bitcoin no more. But let's basically listen to what Mr. Ben have to say on basically the risk and the sacrifice that people take, man, to become successful. Or what are you willing to do? You see what I'm saying? Because to me, to be financially successful, I agree there should be a level of difficulty in it, but not from the aspect of your morals or religion. I feel like it should be difficult in it from the aspect of your work ethic, you see, but not questioning your morale or your sexuality into it. That's when it gets sticky. That's when it shouldn't be sticky. You know what I mean? But that's it.
But it gets down to how much pay price to action, how much are you willing to sacrifice? And normally the sacrifice is in terms of time and people that you have to cut out of your life. You don't have to, well, let me back up. You don't have to do a goddamn thing. You don't have to cut one fucking person out of it. You can see they roll around in a slop like the hogs in a pan forever. And I don't really give a shit. But if you want to have a meaningful result, outcome, then you got to cut people out of your life. So, and I would be again disingenuous if I told you that a lot of people try. And when we talk about the personal foundation, and Peter said you're going to skip the first 4 steps, that's what it is. Because you have to sort your own shit out. You have to get your own head screwed on straight. And some people either intuitively, inherently realize that that's the most difficult part, so they just skip it and they go to trying to find a chairman. And the results, it would be nice if I could see the results are mixed, but they're not mixed. They're almost all totally bad. They're almost all totally bad. Because when you don't sort your own life out, you pick the wrong chairman. You pick a lesser than industry expert. You try to be CEO and you're not. So it has a cascading effect, of which almost all is negative. Now, once in a while, once a year, somebody will go through it, and by serendipity, Allah, or whoever the hell, they get through it.
What he's saying, I kind of get what he's saying, but cool, you can mute if you want to say something, bro. But I gotta get what he's saying. He's like, okay, you're gonna sacrifice certain things. And he's like, but the most important thing is getting your head on straight, getting your thoughts together, getting your habits proper. Because without that, you're gonna hire somebody that's inadequate, and this eventually your business is gonna fall short, right? And yes, we're talking about business. Why? Because I think people don't understand that businesses, instead of it looking at as, a lot of times they look at it just from the money. And the money is the worst part to look from a business as. A business to me should be thought of as more of a government or a country. Because you're building a climate and you're building a culture, you see? And from that climate and that culture that you create will determine how high your business grows and how far it goes. So it's a lot of times, like he's saying, you got to get out of your own way, meaning that you cannot build your business in the aspect of thinking from your mind only. You got to build it from an aspect of, if anybody else comes in and picks this up, they can keep this rolling and they keep this going, just like how I've set it up, or they could even improve upon it. It's still a working model if a stranger comes and starts to do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's creating a system in which that can work without your involvement. That's a true business. If not, then you just created yourself to be a high paid employee. You see me? So that's why I agree with what he said about that, man. But he also, with this whole thing about, man, we clipped up over here. We got plenty rounds in the clip, you feel me? And we gonna keep on firing until we get to a place of wisdom and knowledge enlightenment, you see? So let's find out the brutal truth about wealth, you feel me? And what wealth means and how do you attain it. Now, what is true today don't have to be true tomorrow, because our collective work ethic and our collective belief system as human beings is what make everything in our world true. And what we value and what we devalue is truth. So Let's just hear what he said. You know, I'm saying that before we get into this. I haven't watched it, but I think he's going to tell us the brutal truth. And I think we may not like the brutal truth about wealth. But let's get into it, man. Let's check out this clip. Let's see what's going on.
Seminar later that year, to our feature-length documentary film, The $50 Billion Man, to our live events at the Ritz and beyond, and through many multi-hour conversations that have reached 10 for 6 years. Were you boycotting me?
No, no. I mean, as you know, I mean, the seminar I give now, I only give it at my home, Dutcher Castle, and I still speak pro bono at universities, and I'm not going to stop that. I've got a couple of new leaves to extend my table. I'm involved directly, and I keep the kids, which you know I call, and almost all the things you just mentioned. Okay, the answer is accountability. There was not a book. I think maybe Mrs. Gates, Bill's mother, wrote a book about when she had Warren Buffett over to dinner, 40 years ago. And they were sitting around the table, and Warren's there. Bill Gates Sr., his dad, the lawyer, and Bill. And so there was a long conversation, and his mom said, well, what would you, and she didn't point the question either at Bill or at Warren, what would you say is the single thing, using one word, for your success? They both said at the same time, focus. And what I've said for 50 years of my career and 33 years of coaching, the guy or gal, or it now, that gets laser beam focused first, stays laser beam focused longest, wins most. And it's about focus. And focus is the answer to almost all those comments that you made.
Okay. I like what he said. But, yeah, I guess I'm flying the plane by myself today. Ain't no problem. Cool. Do it.
You ain't flying no plane by yourself, nigga.
Oh, okay.
I had nothing to say, man.
Oh, okay.
Boy, you can tell people is catching their attitude, boy. They little feelings. Oh, I guess I'm on the flight by myself.
Yo, man. Yo, he done fell asleep,
You
Padres.
was somewhere around here. I guess I'm by myself.
Right,
But I'm
right.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm a
I'ma
soldier.
hang it though.
I'm a ride.
I'm gonna hang in there with you, Padres. No.
Nah, bro, I guess you ain't got nothing to say right now. I ain't got nothing to say. You said it all, bro, because a lot of that stuff do to me, so I really don't got no too much of a opinion or, you know what I'm saying, to say about none of that stuff, bro, because honestly, I ain't gonna let you rock it by yourself like that, bro. And honestly, it's the wealth. See, what I can realize with us, even though the knowledge of how to get rich and all that stuff, man, this whole thing is just it's a blueprint plan, bro.
Yeah.
And that I just I can't get over that, bro. And that's why I really don't have much to say because I see the whole thing. No matter what angle you come at it, the whole thing is like they already thought about everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? They
So
thought
make you-
they already thought about how people gonna go against it, and even if you go against it, you're still going along with it because going against it is still a part of the
they
whole system of that. Yeah, bro. The whole thing is just it's like promotion, bro. You see what I'm saying? The more you talk about it, whether it's good,
promotion.
negative or
Yeah.
positive. Yeah, it's putting awareness to something.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. What they trying to do. Once it's get awareness and to get in your mind, and that seed is dropped in your head. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Whichever way it grows, the whole thing is they got you in some kind of one side of the
Equation.
plot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree, and that's why I want basically you and I and our partners, man, to be on a certain side of the equation. And that's why we continue to bring the enlightenment for it, because it's like now you, like how you said, you continue to see the pattern. Once you continue to see the pattern, then you know what it takes. You know how to get and manipulate your life how you want it to be. Because one thing we
Right.
gotta know is it's not the only thing that life exists. Money is not the only thing about about life. And once you attain the
No,
success,
no.
go ahead. Yeah, my bad.
No, no, no. I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead, bro.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just agreeing. No.
Okay. Once you succeed in a certain level of money, then I do believe, because I haven't got there yet, it opens up a different chakra, or it allows a chakra that already being there and existing, but that was dormant, now it becomes awoken. You see, and you're able to hear. I'm hearing kids, and it should be at school right now, but you're able to, what you call it, you're able to open up your mind and elevate and create new things in life, and that freedom, I think, is deserving to all. So that's why it's like, okay, we see this equation of cool. We see how they doing it. Now let's become masters of their equation and beat them at their own game. You see, at their own game. But it's hard, like you say, because they already see us coming.
Man, to me, the only way to beat them at the game is not to play the game, bro. That's all I can say to it, bro. Because
Ah,
it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what side you play in the game. The whole thing is for them is to get you in the game, bro. You see what
ah,
I'm trying to say?
exactly.
A participant. Because once you are a participant in the game, they got you. You see what I'm trying to say?
Hmm.
Because it really doesn't matter of the outcome. The outcome doesn't matter. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Oh, so.
The outcome really, how so is because the whole thing is about capturing your essence and your spirituality, bro, and
Okay.
and your whole thing, your energy, because everything is about energy. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once they have you on either side, bro, the whole thing is the frequencies, bro. But it's like what you say. Once you figure out certain things and you see things, you learn how to come the master of your destiny.
Frequency. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right. You see what I'm saying? You'll be stepping into what some people say your godly powers. You know what I'm
Ah.
saying?
Right. 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 And
Because
that.
now you could create things into whatever you want it to be and do what you see what I'm trying to say? Because
Yeah.
you learn how to yeah. You know,
You learn
yeah.
that money
You
fake.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You learn that
Yeah,
money
but
is something we created.
to me that's just like for me, that's just like the surface part of it, bro. You see
Right.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's just like this. That's just like to me. That's like the first stage. You see
Right.
what I'm trying to say?
Hmm. I agree. And
That's
some
like
people
the
never
first
get out that
stage.
phase. They never get out that phase, and that's,
No,
go ahead.
no. Well, go ahead. I'm agree with you. No, I'm just saying no, no. You're right. Go
Okay,
ahead,
yeah,
bro.
because if
Do
we
your
could
thing.
get out of that phase, that oh, I'm hearing the weirdest noises, bro. Like, what the fuck going on?
Sound like someone blowing outside the horn or something
Yeah,
to you,
you hear
bro.
it too, huh? Like a little baby horn or something. Probably some kids playing. I don't know, but yeah, though, like, yeah, bro, it's just that once you tap out of it, and more people get out of it, right? Then I feel like then we can create a new game, because I don't feel like, I feel like humans, we're gonna play games. I feel like that's just inevitable. That's one of the greatest ways we pass time, and how we create things in the world that we have in the time we have, right? But like you say, they do be robbing a lot of our time, man, because we spent your whole life working for something that's really fake. But then again, it's hard. It's hard for people to understand the concept of money being fake because why? You need it to buy food. Because the system in which they set up, where it's like, you don't got no time to go and farm. You ain't got no time to even go slaughter an animal. Some people don't even have the stomach to do it no more because how far they have extracted us from the root of how we get meat and the root of how we get vegetables. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It really work. See, everybody look at work as a negative, but it's not. It's really a negative. What is negative when you're doing stuff that you don't want to do? You see what I'm saying? But if you enjoy anything, you're not really working, but you're always working. You see what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say? Even if you're taking out your own trash can, or
Right.
your own, you clean
Clean
your own
up
car,
your own
whatever.
house. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so even though to you that's not, it's not a job, but it is a job because some people get paid to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, that's for
So
sure.
and the whole thing is it's a mind thing, bro. And when I say mind, not as ownership, but mental. You see what I'm saying? Mental and spiritual, bro. You could work in, even though you work so called, you can always work all your life, bro. Are you
Yeah,
getting paid for it or not getting paid for it? Whatever you're doing to survival
that's what
is
work
considered,
is.
it kind of be, you can consider it's a job because
Right.
it's really a job to stay alive in
In the
this world.
first place.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Correct. 'Cause-
It's only people who has it where they really don't really work like that or really sit back are people who we call disabled or this thing like that or you see what I'm saying? Where
but they
they
still
have
gotta
a
work though. It's just a
disadvantage.
different level of work.
Yeah, they mentally working. They more mentally working. But you have in some cases you have things where people cater to them more. You see what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Because
even
yeah,
they might have to chew their
go ahead.
jaw, to chew food and stuff like that. And for us, it's easy, but we don't understand how much thinking process and how much energy and muscles it really goes into just us talking. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why we take it for granted
Mhm.
because we mastered it so long and we've been doing it for
You
so
know,
long, but it's not easy.
you got some people that don't. You got some people get fed through tubes. They don't even chew food. They
Right,
get fed through the tube.
right.
But like I say, I was thinking about this morning, bro.
Hmm.
When some people say, "Oh, I do this," when it comes to house function, and I was thinking to me, everybody plays a part, bro.
Yes.
Everybody plays a part.
Yes.
And there's no really saying that no one's part is greater than the other.
No big
Because
eyes, no little
when you start,
U's. Right.
yeah, it's like somebody looking at the person that collect the trash and feel like, oh, he ain't nothing but a trash collector. But if he don't collect the trash, it will build up and then it will cause a ripple
Bacteria,
effect,
and we would be
all
sick,
type of
and
stuff.
we would die. He
You
got the
see,
most important
every
job.
everybody plays a part, and
Yes.
everybody part is important,
Important.
bro.
Yes.
Everybody part is important in order for the whole thing to function as a
Thank you.
society.
Yes.
You see
Yes.
what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes. 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 And see, that's I'm glad you said society because society, the technology of society itself, because it's a technology. People forget that the way we move, the way we groove, and how we operate as a mass scale. That's technology. You see what I'm saying? But see, the wealthy boys have taken that society technology and grabbed a lot of the money and utilizing the money against society. And that's what we refer to, Padres, when we say game. We talking about the society in which they created, right? Yes, you can create multiple and different societies because guess what? That's what happened throughout human history. There were different societies, different whatever you civilizations, whatever they want to name it. Because language is something that changes every time. Like this English that we're speaking was not spoken like 100 something years ago. You see what I'm saying? Like it was a whole different form of language back then. You see? So that's what I'm saying. Throughout history and humanity, maybe not 100 years, but y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Let's just say 1,000 years ago to be safe for people who trying to be. You know what I mean?
You kill me. You know where you kill me, bro? You just didn't catch what you just said, bro. Oh boy, you know me. I keep it 1,000. As you can say, like 100 years ago, and they say maybe not 100, maybe 1,000, but they went from 100 to a bigger number. I say, boy.
Yo.
Wait now, bro. You wild, bro. You wild. He said, I ain't even say 100, big. I can say 1,000. Boy, I'm gonna go bigger.
You got to. You got to. But yeah, no, bro, no. So that was saying, though, cool, man. That's how it be. It's like, you know, you just gotta. I'm a believer in creating a new society and a new civilization and how we move, because we as humans, we have the power to do so. It's just that in order for it to happen, it has to all be agreed upon. And now the society in which we have right now, they have made it to where it's impossible, or close to impossible, sorry, because nothing's impossible, close to impossible for us to come together and create a new society. Because why? The main root of the society that they have right now is what? Divide and conquer. Dog eat dog. You see what I'm saying? On a major scale. Now you might have small tribes, small countries that don't see it that way. But on a major scale, it's wars happening. You see what I'm saying? Right now it's wars happening. So I agree with what Mr. Ben said, is that what we have to do, the most important thing we have to do to get through every and anything, is focus. It's focus. You see what I'm saying? And that's the truth, man. Like, if you want anything in life, you got to focus. Some people call it discipline. But what is discipline without focus? Absolutely nothing. You gotta stay focused, you gotta stay locked in, and then the reward will reveal itself. Just like doing workout. Now you might be 600 pounds, but let's look at Big Boy, the radio station guy. He was 600 pounds, but he stayed focused on working out, eating healthy, working out, eating healthy. Now look at him, man. The man's skinny. You can actually see he's tall now. To the point he could probably even slack off a little bit and be extra alright, but he won't, because he's focused. So we're going to hop back into the clip, man, see what more he got to say, man. But that's one of the biggest things. As he said, basically focus. Focus is the thing. Focus is the thing.
Focus. He's not just focused on getting even with the people that fucked him around. Nobody has won an office in politics around the world, I believe, that didn't get as much shit as he got. Okay? And he's still there. And I wouldn't bet against him being a president again.
In 29,
Correct.
you're predicting Trump will still be in that Oval Office.
Just as I predicted negative oil in 2020. Just as I predicted that he was going to bomb Iran. He bombed Iran. To say he thinks outside the box is an understatement, a biblical proportion. He doesn't even have a box. He thinks out of the stratosphere. And so whatever you think absolutely he cannot do, he will do. Now, I'm told, I have no absolute proof about this, but he's got people that are backing him, haven't told him they're working on changing the Constitution with their money. Not his money, not the government money, but their money, so he can run again. So we'll see. I told you just before we went on air, my career has been lengthened, my runway has been lengthened due to President Trump, because 75% of the things I agree with, 25% of the things he does, I wouldn't do the way he does them. But he's president, I'm not. Okay? So, and he can get away with, I want to say murder, but he can get away with anything because he's the most powerful guy on the planet. So
How has he extended your runway? Because he's going to lower rates? Because he's pumping investment?
because
It makes it cool to be brave again.
correct. I haven't seen the buzzes in New York City since the '80s.
What, walking around
Well,
there?
I mean, people are walking like on skateboards, from Back from the Future. People, you're not ashamed to make. Well, when I was there, if you made $2 or $3 million, you got your balls busted. You're not ashamed to make 20, 30 million bucks now a year. And some of the guys, we had a hedge fund guy that came to the seminar in November. He was deciding whether he was going to make 21 or 31 million dollars a quarter. Okay, and whether he was going to push it into the next year, this that. People were afraid to say that.
Right. A year ago, you couldn't say that.
Correct.
But now you can again.
Correct.
Because it's cool now to be bold,
Correct.
brave, and boisterous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not unheard of now to have other people other than myself have their alligator mouth overload their hummingbird ass. I mean, I fucked up. I made a mistake. Cost $6 million. So what? I made you 80 million last quarter. They used to say that in the 80s, smaller numbers. But now you can say it again in 2024, 2025, and going into 2026.
Hey man, I like this dude. Hey, I think he got a party mouth, man. Not rock with him, no. Like, man, he is funny, man. But he said that okay, he predicted that Donald Trump will go for a third term. The only president that ever did it was Roosevelt. You feel me? And I kind of been saying it myself, man. But I wasn't knowing how he might be able to do it. But see, the thing is, he's already doing it. Think about it, my partners. The way Roosevelt stayed in power was, and it might be the wrong president, so look it up yourself, right? But I know what happened during that time was there was a Great Depression going on. You feel me? And it was just after one of the biggest wars, World War. You know what I mean? So like, basically, it was wartime, and there was not that much money in the economy. So they just was like, let's stay with him, give him a chance to rebuild and do everything. And I think that's what's kind of happening here too, right now in this day and time, because America is at war with a lot of people right now, and money is fluctuating, going up and down. It's going down for a lot of citizens, and it's going up for a lot of people who already have money. You feel me? So it's like it's a risky thing, but they out here playing, and like our buddy say, Donald Trump is not in no box, man. Like, y'all think he won't do it? He will do it. He will do it. Like, y'all think he playing when he saying he going for Greenland, he going for Cuba. Y'all think he playing? Y'all think he won't do it? He said he will, and I believe that too. Why? Because Donald Trump just one of them people that's like, if he said he gonna try to do it. And he got one of the biggest armies backing him up. It's like when the people look at him, be like, yo, yeah, you finna do it? You in what army? The United States Army. That's what he say. And everybody already know what time it is. No matter what they say about it being softer than the army of the olden days, none of that stuff matter. It's still tough enough to be one of the biggest armies in the world. Not one of the biggest army in the world, you know. They're being real with you. You feel me? So we're gonna go back to the clip though. You feel me? That was cool. We really good. We're gonna go back to the clip. That okay, you back. Yeah, he are.
He around cool, do what he do.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get in this business.
When I think about you as a fool, you was killing me. You just killed me. Oh boy.
But y'all,
Nah, you can't change commanders once if it's a war going on. I
y'all,
would think. You see what I'm saying? So you can't change. So maybe that might be one of the reasons why later on they might try to start. He was trying to start a war with all these other countries and stuff like that, though. You see what I'm saying? Maybe so, bro. But they say also say the some elections supposed to be coming up, pre-election or whatever they midterm election or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. Supposed to
yeah,
be coming up.
midterms, yeah.
Yeah, he trying to sabotage that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anything possible, man. The man, he doing what he want to do. Like you say, you can't put him in the box, bro. You ain't gonna be able to put him in the box for real.
Like, yeah, and the thing, like, you right about saying sabotage allegedly because it's like, they man, they just finna do a lot, bro. The reason why they doing that with the midterms, because they know if they get a lot of other people in there that's not on Trump, like, you know, I like Trump list, you feel me? It's gonna be like hard for him to do the things he's been doing. See, that's what we miss out on. Although America is not a dictatorship and it is hard to get it there, right? Why it's not impossible? Because as we see, as Trump did, he put a lot of people who are either loyal to him or afraid of him. And with that combination, they do what he want, and you know a lot of these things get passed. You see what I'm saying? And Trump's smart. He makes sure them people get rich. He makes sure them people get whatever they want. So it's like it's one of them things too, man. And you know that's just the thing, man. It's like you gotta just understand who really behind everything because although we talking about Trump and stuff because that's closer to our money and how the money going to fluctuate for us, right? But I don't want to keep on going back to the Epstein and Diddy world, but it's like to me that's the real threat, man. That's the real threat. That's the true evil, like making it to where people can't even like have their own freedom of will. Like you walking around get kidnapped. You feel me? That's crazy, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, Cat Williams got a nice what you call it out. I wanna see what he talking about. I wanna see what Cat talking about. Well, let's see what's up, bro. I'm gonna put it on the clip, bro. We just gonna skim through the clip though. This live. We gonna clip it up later. I ain't seen it yet, so y'all gonna watch it with me. You know what I mean? But Cat Williams back in the building, man. Last time he was in the building, man, he talked about the Epstein stuff and everything. And nobody, he said it though. He's like, all you deviants, your years are coming, man. And that's why I like Cat Williams, man. I feel like he's a part of the good team. Like he really trying to do good. You feel me?
Everything. And the reason why I ask you that is even though if you know how to appear and disappear, right?
Right.
It seems like you still hear things and see things. Just from the conversation that we had before we sat down.
That's part of the disappearance. Like I'm saying, I'm not disappearing to twiddle my thumbs. I'm disappearing to do the behind the scenes work, the inner work, the shadow work necessary to pull off what it is I'm trying to pull off against at times supernatural competition. So, you know.
That what I'm saying right there. Now are we gonna keep your face on the screen, Cat Will? That what I'm saying right there, cool. See, like you say, bro, it's not that you can't beat them. Like we say, anything is possible, right? It's just the fact that how you do it is the way. You feel me? So it's just like how you do the thing and how you get these people, you know, because like he said, it's really like they kind of created themselves to be supernatural powers. Like, like you said, they own everything. Cool. When they own everything, They do everything. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, it's them. So it's like, all right, you got to know how to maneuver in this situation. That's why it's a Bible quote, and they structured up and chopped up the Bible too. We expressed that when we talked about the Ethiopian Bible. But the Bible quote is you got to learn how to live in the world but not be of the world. You feel me? So that's what it talks about, man, because certain worlds that they create on this earth, which I believe is heaven, I believe like the earth is the experience of heaven. You feel me? But we don't think it that way for why? A person came here and influenced it in an extremely bad way and have everybody running on that same bad frequency. That's why a lot of things going on. But let's let Cat talk some more, man, because he talking something right, man. That's what I was saying. Like, I know when he disappeared, he counting them bullets. He know enough. He know enough them intelligent, things. What he got to do?
Yeah, we stay in the gym.
When you say the supernatural, because there's certain things, man, that you you created a path that I feel is a blueprint to the way a lot of people do things now. Because when we first sat down, probably 2 decades ago, easy, the world was who's booking you, where you going, what production company you're with, who's doing your shows, and now we've seen the business move in a whole different direction. But you were already doing that, where when your shows went off, your name appeared in the credits, not just as a person, as a talent, but you made sure that either you put up your own money, executive produced it. Why was that important to you years ago?
My God is just so faithful. Like, I already knew, like, you know how they say know your worth? Like, I knew it. I knew my actual worth. And it can be a little more depressing if that's the case, if you don't achieve it, But I had long faith, and I believed in the product. I believed in the conversation that was being had. So to have paid for.
Hold on, we gotta move forward a little bit, Cat. Shout out to y'all. Y'all go check out the whole thing on Big Boy TV.
The ticket sale.
Hey, funny, man. We gotta move on. He asked him, say, what makes you want to get back in the world and make you be like, yeah, I gotta get out there? He said the ticket sales.
Oh shit, man. Just because I believe, and I had been in a lifelong conversation with God about this. And in my dreams, I could see people clapping. I just didn't know what it was I was doing, So I just wanted to find my purpose. And then, bam, I found stand-up. And so,
let me tell you what's crazy about that, man, is with us growing up, it's my mom, well, rest in peace to my mom.
Hold on, let me, I gotta move too. I gotta see, you feel me? Because I want them to get to the real questions. Yeah, we know about the comedy and everything. Shout out to a comedy.
Ramifications only because I believe that whatever it was that I said about you, no matter how harsh it was also the truth. So you can spend time barking back at me, or you can fix it. Don't be mad at the rest. Okay? You travel.
Hold on. We gotta go.
We haven't talked.
Yeah, let's go.
Even before then or after.
Right.
When he said, come on, Cat, and he was like, no, man, nobody's going to want to do my show. Do you remember what you told him?
I told him lots of people work
You
out.
feel he said they're all coming.
Right. Yeah.
And when you look at it, did you know when you sat down that that was going to be one of the biggest viewed podcast YouTube episodes with 90 plus million and counting?
I knew that I could make the most out of the opportunity, and that if I did it correctly, based upon the research that I had done on what makes the algorithm work, I had determined that you had to do this particular thing 17 times consecutively, and it will require every time the person watching went, that's not true. It would have to mean that they would pause it and then go check real quick and then come back. It required a lot, but it was written to do the maximum amount of damage possible, and then it was scaled back, and the knockout punches were taken out, just leaving the jabs, so that whoever I talked about, I didn't completely blow their spot up, but I did pull their coattails. Because when you think about it, like, they're not going to believe that you're the mafia don unless you go in the room, take out all 5 families at once, and walk out, and then walk around unscathed afterwards. Like, that's really the only way anybody would believe it. Yeah, otherwise, it would.
And so when we saw those were the jabs.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know what's wild about that shit? I had like nothing with you. No beef, no nothing. I watched that motherfucker and I was like, shit. I'm sitting up here.
You wondering if anything gonna pop up on him. Big boy, silly boy. But no, we gonna let Cat Williams play a little bit longer. But I gotta give some commentary, man. That's funny, man. He said those were the jabs that he did when he talked about Diddy and certain people. But let's be real though, cool. This why Cat Williams for a long time used to get in and out of jail all the time, man. Like he said, he been arrested like 100 times, but they only got on file. He been arrested about 5 times. So it's like they been playing with him, trying to scare him, because they know he might see. The difference is, like you say, there's one thing when you participate and you get involved and they got something really on you, then they really on you. You feel me? But if you don't participate, you feel me, and you do certain things a certain way, like I guess Cat Williams got the blueprint, bro, then you good. Because if you think about it, Cat still got his money, but the way Cat gets his money is direct to consumer. Directly from the consumer, you feel me? So that's how, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. But if you don't unmute the podcast, you know what we going to do, man. we going to get back to the clip. You feel me? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You know, Cat Williams do what we was talking about the other day. He got ownership of his product, bro.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And everything he do
Oh,
on
that's the
Netflix,
difference.
yeah, he signed up. He got his own studio. He finna make his own movies and everything. And see, that's the thing too, cool, is when you put the money back into what you're doing. See, it's okay to floss it. I ain't saying he got stuff now. You always see he always dripped out now. But the thing is too is that he utilizes money wisely too. You feel me?
Yeah, I don't watch real stuff, bro. I don't watch none of that. Especially once you're in Hollywood, man. Majority of that stuff be giving and gifts and all type of stuff. And I don't watch none of that, bro.
Yeah,
All that is for you to go out there and spend your
money, right? Yeah.
So you look like him. No, I'm straight.
Right, right.
I think it probably cost about $500-$600 right?
Nah,
Next thing
don't
you know,
do
we
Cat
spending
Williams
the
like
whole.
that.
Man, that jacket cost what? How much you think that jacket cost, bro?
Man, that Cat Williams. Let's look at the jacket one more time. Let's see what jacket. That Cat Williams. That jacket right there. That's about a $300 to $500 jacket. He went light today. He went light today. But Cat
Okay,
Williams.
300. Say $300.
Yeah,
Some
three
people
three
will
hundred.
spend their
Yeah.
whole McDonald's week check just to go get that jacket, bro. Just because they see him got that jacket on, bro.
Right. And that's the thing though. He can do that though, my partners. Cause why? He really close. Why I say close? Cause nobody knows exactly how much money he makes.
And even,
But he a billionaire. He close to a
yeah.
billionaire. You feel me?
But what I'm trying to say, a nigga could have gave him that jacket, bro. The company could have gave him that jacket so he could promote it by him wearing it.
You feel me? Just
That's
like
what I'm
that.
trying to say, bro.
Right. No, for real. Cause he got the influence from the fuck, and that's the most valuable thing. Once you got the influence, you feel me?
It's like you work so hard to attain money, and then when you reach to a certain level, you don't even need it no more.
Money attains you. It comes to you. It just comes to you. No, that's real. That's real. That's real. Cause see, $300 matter to us now. Cause it's hard to get $300 for us. But when you making millions in like a minute, like that's nothing. 300, you wouldn't even spit at that. Like that's a dinner for one of your plates. Like you still got 600 more to pay for it. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a different level. That was good, bro. Cat Williams said the truth, man. He said a lot of truth, and now he's saying they were only jabs. That he got some more punches. But let's get back to the clip, see what he talking about. We ain't gonna watch the whole thing, but we gonna see what he talking about. Man, them ended. Them ended just like that. It be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Did it end?
Here, like, man, did you get in contact with my ex? Or what the
Fuck, you know, like, I think a lot of people, Cat, was on, and I don't, I mean, I go home to my wife, all kind of shit, but I'm like, everybody was watching that shit like, what's next? And the crazy shit about it too, Cat, I don't know if you didn't have a tour, you always doing something, but there was no promotion. Like, even when I went to your social media, right, usually when somebody break the internet, or somebody got all these views, they got clips on their pages, they got... I went to your page, it was nothing.
I remember you telling me.
You know how they did.
Yeah, it was nothing. And you see, even with Summer Walker, I don't even remember that, right? That's why I told you, you hear everything. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Well, she just brought back the Summer Walker shit, so that's not allegedly.
Right.
But yeah, it was like you were promoting nothing.
Those are the flexes that you can make if you're not bought and paid for. You can do stuff like that, you know? And it keeps it clear, you know? Because I thought it was necessary and that it would in time be beneficial as well. And thankfully, that's how it turned out. Yeah.
Did anybody catch a stray?
Say again?
Did anybody catch a stray bullet?
No, sir. No, no strays.
Anything that you said that you felt like, damn, that you regretted?
I often regretted taking the headshots out, but but again, this is probably 2 years later, we're still discussing, and that as a predator, like, that's the most you can ask for, like, something too, like if you never recover, long way, we like that, right, because because on the righteous side of things, we are doing better at every turn. Like the cup is literally running over to where it's just a mess now. Like it's embarrassing. And meanwhile, they cannot prosper even in delusion. Like it's terrible out there for this group.
Why was that necessary?
As a world, we're in a more truth-loving space right now. You know.
We're in a truth-loving space right now.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
People want to know the truth,
Okay.
no matter what we're
Truth-loving.
talking
I got
about.
you.
Like
I got
they
you. I got
no
you.
longer do they want to see the best actor or the best. They want the most authentic experience possible. To the point where people that are special needs and on the spectrum are just as famous as everybody else because you can trust them. You know, like they're great people.
Do you look at anything on social media?
He said something there, my brother. He said something there, man. He said people just want the truth nowadays. And if you think about it, that's some real stuff, my partner. Because if you look at it, right? What they doing? Who coming the most famous now? Streamers, ISO Speed, Kai Sanat, people that's in front of a camera showing you they not their whole life, but most of the parts of their life. You know what I mean? You chilling with them, you seeing exactly how they getting famous. You experiencing things with them through the camera as they experience it in real life. You see what I'm saying? And that's why ISO Speed so big. People want the truth now, man. They tired of this stuff. People tired of being lied to, manipulated. Because why? People want to experience life. Everybody has the right to experience life in their heaven, whatever their heaven is. But if we all truthful, then guess what? There'll be certain parts of the world that does certain things and certain parts of the world that don't. And for those parts of the world that do this, y'all stay in that part. If y'all don't want to stay in that part. And guess what? People could travel amongst the parts. Because you're going to have somebody that want to experience everything. You feel me? He said the truth are cool. He said if people want the truth are cool, what you think?
They can't handle the truth.
Yo. Too much truth for.
But shoot, I think it was Ghana, Ethiopia, one of those countries. The president was talking about ISO Speed, talking about how I
he
think it
came.
was Ethiopia.
No,
Yeah, how he came in. He said how the young girl was massaging him or doing something. He's like that young man's coming back. So Speed like you got that right, like coming back.
Yeah, you see how he respond to it? Yeah, he's like, yup, I'll be back. That for sure. look, even his dad, because he asked his dad, he's like, hey, what was your most favorite part about it, right? And his dad was like, yeah, that part where you was over there, I forgot where it was. It wasn't Ethiopia. It might have been Ethiopia. But he was like, man, he was like, I seen you get massaged by them women. He was like, boy, he's like, I wish I was you. He's like, I would have loved to be there, boy. Hey, that's true, bro. There were some beautiful women.
There was another young dude who started this streaming thing, and ISO Speed appeared up on the show, and homeboy got up to like 100,000 viewers. Subscribers, bro.
Yup.
Because your boy so happy. He was so happy to reach that number. Man, he almost got emotional, man.
Yeah, he almost cried on live.
Yeah, because he was like, thank you, man. You helped make this happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Cause as you can see, we know how hard it is to get them followers and them subscribers. You feel me? So like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? But hey, when we get there, man, I know I'm gonna be emotional. Cause man, ain't nothing like that, bro. That's that's like that's that ultimate love. You feel me? Yeah,
That's a
you,
compliment.
yeah. You feel me? And you know you now you could make a living for yourself off of this. You feel me? And that's one of the biggest things, man. ISO Speed live right now. That boy don't.
I get
Hey,
the ad on time.
yo, Elvis not working, bro. But that's the truth, though. I think, and that's what Cat Williams, and that's what we like, man. It's the fact that ISO Speed is just him. He's being annoying. He's being what you call it. Like right now, he's playing somebody in a match. Right now, he's playing what? Yeah, we gonna watch a little bit of it, but not too much of it. But like he was saying too about people who on the spectrum, man. He is like, you have people, because there is a streamer. I don't remember his name, but he is famous, bro. Like, and he really is on the spectrum, bro. But like he say, the reason why people love him and watch him is because they can trust him, bro. And if you think about anybody who on the spectrum, bro, you could trust that they finna do whatever they spectrum say they finna do. You feel me? Like, hey, and they don't be hiding nothing. You feel me? Unless they got the thing on their spectrum where they say they hide stuff. It's like, whatever they say it's finna do, it's finna do. You feel me? And what you think about that, man? The people with abilities. Especially. I feel like
I think we all got. I think we all got special abilities. That's going on.
Right? I like how you put that. Yo, cool. You right. You right. You ain't never lie. Yo, man, we just gotta tap into our special abilities and do it like that. You feel me? But man, it's amazing to see how they rising too, though. That's why we gonna hit that GTA 6 as soon as that mug come out, man. Y'all gonna catch us on up. You feel me? Y'all gonna see us live and then live in GTA 6 mode. You feel me? That's real. That's for real. But shoot, man, look. I think, yeah, ISO Speed, though, me. Hold on. Oh, man. They about to do a private match, huh? But yeah, them right here, man, they still up there. They doing their thing. See, that's what they playing the rocket thing, bro. I tell you, bro. Let's see. This dude ain't trashing like he not trashing in gaming. You feel me? Like. Somebody trolling them, bro, and getting in their match. They wildin'. But yeah, though, partners, though, that's it for this one, man. We gonna end it on this one here, bro. You feel me? They wildin'. They wildin', man. But y'all go check them out, man. That's it for this one, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, you dig? To come on in. We here. Cool, what you got for the people?
Time will tell.
And only God could judge them. That's what's up, man. And until next time, my partners, keep your head up, never get fed up, whilst we do the same. One.